Well, I always figure it is better to keep your mouth shut if you're a student than to open it and remove all doubt. More than anything else. I've loved this river, even from the time I was a toddler back in Missouri. Before we get too much further out of port, I think I should mention that you best not be sitting on those handrails. They're the only thing between you and the river. And the river don't always take kindly to uninvited guests. We've also had reports of river pirates operating in the vicinity, so I wouldn't lean out beyond those rails for that reason either. Now, for those of you on the port side, that river town we're passing is Frontierland. A few years back, it was no more than a boomtown carved out of the wilderness by a handful of settlers looking to start a new life. Today, utility and decorum are running rampant. Oh, it still has its share of footloose trappers, cubos, prospectors, and an Indian or two, but mostly it's flush times and well on its way to become a fine big city. Frontierland reminds me some of my own hometown, Hannibal. It takes me back to when I was a barefoot boy growing up alongside a riverbank. You know, it seems to me that when I was younger, I could remember everything, whether it happened or not. But as I grow older, I seem to remember only the things that never happened at all. The way on the starboard side was my stomping grounds when I was young. Exceedingly young. Marvelously young by hundreds of years. Younger than I would ever be again. It's called Tom Sawyer's Island and is named for a friend from my boyhood. Even today, the only way you can get there is by raft. Old man Harper's grain mill's there, back in the woods just off Tom's Landing. And that's Muff Potter's pond and his windmill. We almost hanged Muff once. And there's Huck's Landing. I always did like Huck. You could swear just wonderful. He and Tom and I spent most of our wild and reckless youth exploring the island. Lots of caves, lots of adventures. You know where to look. And we all knew where to look.